Every culture is a heritage, more than just a beautiful clothes or unique music. Behind it lies history, spiritual value, and national identity. But in the era of globalization, culture is often used without understanding its origins. This is where it is important to distinguish between cultural appreciation and cultural appropriation, two terms that are similar but have very different impact.
Cultural appreciation. It means showing respect. It's about learning directly from the people who live the culture. We ask, we listen, we try to understand, not just to take and wear. When we truly appreciate a culture, we know what the symbols mean. We understand when, where, and why something is used, and most importantly, we include the community instead of copying from a distance. On the other hand, cultural appropriation is when a culture is taken without understanding, used just because it looks cool, trendy, or different. No permission, no context, and often no respect. It's not just about who wears what. The real question is how and why. Are we doing it out of care or just for attention? That's what makes the difference: intention and context. Appreciating culture doesn't mean you can't be inspired, but if we truly respect it, we'll want to learn first before we take part.
Kabasaran dance is a war dance, a legacy of the ancestors, full of spiritual meaning and honor values. Wearing bright red costumes, holding traditional weapons, and only performed in traditional ceremonies or welcoming guests of honor at big events. This dance cannot be simply danced because it is an identity. So, when the costume is used for a modern line dance outside the context of its culture and spirituality, a big question arises: is this a form of appreciation or appropriation?
Not so long ago, a modern line dance group performed wearing kabasaran outfits. Their performance went viral not only for the choreography but especially for their choice of costume. While some viewers praised the fusion of tradition and modern art, others, particularly from Minahasan community, expressed strong disapproval. Their criticism was not without reason. For the Minhasan people, kabasaran is not just a costume, it's part of their identity. It holds meaning, history, and spirit. Wearing it without understanding what it stands for can feel like disrespect. This is not about stopping creativity or saying you cannot try new things. It's about knowing where the line is, especially when it comes to culture. Culture is not just something you wear, and tradition is not just a style. These things have meaning for the people they belong to. Innovation is great, mixing the old and the new can be powerful. But when it involves someone else's culture, we need to ask ourselves, are we showing respect or are we crossing a line that we don't fully understand?
So, how should we behave? The key: provide education if you want to adopt another culture, involve the community. Ask, is it okay? What does this symbol mean? What are the boundaries that should not be crossed? And if in spirit, they can create something new without having to copy directly. Respect doesn't have to mean copying. We can celebrate other cultures while keeping the original values intact.
In an increasingly connected world, getting to know other cultures is power, but that power must be expressed with respect. Culture is not entertainment, not a stage gimmick. It is the identity, history, and feeling of a community. So, before we wear traditional clothing for style, imitate traditional dance for content, ask first, are we honoring or taking over? Because between appreciating and debriefing, there is only one small step, but that move can hurt or ennoble.